In Italy, you don't have the culture of risk. You never look into anything more than a week. You never look into doing more than you can afford to do. This way, you'll never, reach anything new. This is especially true with people. We are grown up and we never face any risk in our lives. We never be allowed to fail. And this is very sad because with failing, we progress.
From a sourcing network point of view, Milan is great because it is the industrial pole of Italy. So here in Italy, it is the best city where to start a company.
I chose Milan because it's the Italian capital of fashion for excellence. So since our firm was based in fashion, we had to decide Milan. We have had the possibility not only to have an advisory board and to have office spaces for free, but as well we have had the possibility to meet people that are working in institutions. Therefore, when we had problems, we knew to who talk and how to talk to them.
People don't want to invest in companies within a legal system that they don't know. So the English system is the common law, everybody knows it, and therefore since we are the type of company that will need funding to grow, England seemed to be kind of the obvious way to go. Nevertheless, the way we want to build the company is to have our kind of administrative headquarters in London, but still all the development in Italy, because Italy has great developers, has awesome talent. They cost much less than in England, and so having these two bases, we think it's a good way to go.
Italy is a very interesting country when it comes to as a test market for most products and ideas, because it's big enough to be significant and small enough to be manageable, plus the minds of the Italians are pretty good when it comes to entrepreneurship. We need, we certainly need more money for financing, we need more investors. We're not short of startups, of course, and we're not short of founders, we're not short of ideas.
Well, everything changed and a lot over the last 2 or 3 years. The company, the entire ecosystem was almost non-existent before, very limited, I would say. The statistics say that from a venture capital standpoint, 1 or 2% of the entire money deployed all over Europe is deployed into Italian startup. This is a very this compares with 15–20% invested out of France, or similar numbers in Germany and in the UK. So the potential is still unexploited.
We do have a culture that does not particularly promote entrepreneurship, and we have an history of bureaucracy and a present of bureaucracy still. Definitely in anyone who belongs to a younger generation, the idea of a full-time job, the traditional way of looking at it, it's still embedded in the culture, but it's facing a reality where we have a 40% unemployment rate among people below 30, I think, and these people are realizing that they need to come up with something new, and hopefully the system is going to help them.
Best way to help Italian companies succeed at home, but globally, so staying where they start, is by providing to all the companies, and not only a selection of them, a legal framework or a fiscal framework that can be competitive with other countries. And not only to retain Italian companies, but to attract foreign companies. When we first started looking into creating a startup, people said you will be able to sell 1 or 2 machines every month. The first month we started, we sold over 300.
I had been invited by Enrico, my university colleague, in his garage, and there I met Dino for the first time. Nothing was there, just a sofa, a desktop and a coffee machine. But in that garage I found a strong will to do something big. And anyone there wanted to challenge themselves.
When you work in Italy and you want to start up a company in Italy, you have access to a wide range of good manufacturing and flexibility, which means that you can go to anyone and being able to talk on a personal level.
To spend time having a coffee with somebody that is very skilled is not a waste of time. Is something that can deliver you a huge know-how on market, good suggestions and good tips, and maybe even a new market or a new product. We Italians are not very used to do that. They are used not to tell anybody what they're doing. They are afraid that people are going to steal their idea and whatever. So we are trying to change this mindset, actually.
It's this first generation of entrepreneurs that probably will have an impact in actually changing the mindset beyond the simple fashion of startups. But I think that the best motivation to make a startup and the real change that should happen should not be the idea that you can be the next Zuckerberg, but the idea that you can be the next change maker, and that technology gives us a really awesome opportunity to make things better and different. And I think that's the best motivation to get on and doing a startup.